why I am super, super, I'm so glad to be here.
All right, good. Well, she talked about the trust fund, guys. That's how to protect your money. But guess what? A lot of us, Shamika, we got to find some money to put in that bad boy. Is that cool?
That's right.
All right, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'll show you how to do 4 things, right? How to create cash flow. How to increase cash flow, how to create cash flow, how to multiply your cash flow. And I'm going to talk to you guys about how to protect your cash flow. And guess what? I'm going to do all of that in a relatively short period of time. So if I had to summarize what I just said, we're going to increase your current cash flow. We're going to create some new cash flow. We're going to multiply the cash flow that you have, and then we're going to wrap it up and protect it and show you guys something that'll never, ever, 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 ever be taught in schools. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, guys. My name is Brian and Bean of the Extra Digit Movement. And essentially what that means is we show you how to grow your net worth 1 digit at a time. But here's the cool thing. We do it using strategies, right? This is not a bunch of hype. This is not a bunch of fluff. We're a group of real people getting real results, buying real assets. And we had the education and the money and everything to show for it. A friend of mine just bought 10 acres yesterday. Not yesterday, last week. I'm so excited. We got another landowner that's living out his dreams in Puerto Rico, purchasing land. He lives in Chicago. He's buying his wife's land in Puerto Rico. I just bought 20 acres of land about 2 years ago here in Atlanta, Georgia. Another friend of mine, Charles Ivory and Judith Ivory, they're building their dream homes. So what are we doing? We're buying assets and showing people how to make these assets increase in value. Now, let me pull this up for you guys because I want to show you something here. Boom. Okay, here it is. I want you to write this formula down. Cash, asset, cash flow. Cash, asset, cash flow. To get wealthy in America is not hard, but what we have to learn how to do is generate assets that create positive cash flow. The reason most Americans are struggling is because most of us get some cash and then we turn around and buy some trash. You have to put your money in things that grow in value, but first you have to have some money to even buy the assets in the first place. So I want to get your memory. I want to get you to start thinking, what assets, if I can show you how to get an extra $2,000 a month right now in cash flow, an extra $2,000 a month, what assets would you guys build? I personally, I collect vintage cars. I love vintage cars. I got a 66 Mustang, I got a 58 convertible Thunderbird, I got a 61 Bentley. I love the 50s and 60s, just something about the cars. But every year my cars grow in value. I just told you I purchased 20 acres of land. So that's a 7-figure property that I was able to purchase 2 years ago. I can get 7 figures for that property right now. In fact, right behind me, a gentleman was offering 10 times about 10 times what I bought the property for. So you guys can only imagine when you buy assets and then they increase in value, what you can do. So what assets would you purchase? Airbnbs, precious metal, real estate, stocks? What do you want to do? Well, we are the ultimate cash flow company. That's what we do. We show you how to get the cash to buy the assets that you want. So put that in the comments, CAC. That stands for cash, asset, cash flow. MWR Financial is about 4.5 years old. I've been very, very fortunate to help pioneer this company for the past 3, along with our wonderful founder, our president, Mr. Andamo Tolson, our founder, Mr. Brian House. They put everything under one umbrella, and they have different firms and different corporations that for pennies on the dollar help you with every area of your cash flow. Debt-free company. This is Mr. House's 4th multi-million-dollar company. He's riding off into the sunset, and we provide what's called a financial edge membership. Now, what is that? First, I'm sorry, let me tell you who we are. Our organization is Extra Digit, right? So MWR Financial provides all of the experts from all over the country that are going to help you increase your credit, help you lower those taxes, help you invest and become your own bank, help you purchase and acquire land that's growing anywhere from 28 to 36%. We're going to help you get paid every single day. I've actually been blessed to earn 5-figure weeks in this business. You start making $10,000, $12,000, $13,000 across a period where you weren't making that much in a month. Can y'all imagine that? I wasn't making that much in a month with a Morehouse degree. Now I make 5 figures weekly, all because I sit here at my computer and I show people how to change their mindset and start increasing their cash flow. So Extra Digit, we're not looking for Mr. and Mrs. Skeptical. I'll be honest with you guys, we're not looking for Mr. and Mrs. Prove it to me. We're not looking for Mr. and Mrs. Pessimistic. We're looking for optimistic people who are saying, you know what? This just makes sense. First, we got to increase your cash flow that you currently have. Then we got to multiply your cash flow that you currently have. Then if you want to, we can help you create some cash flow so you can add some gasoline to it. And then what good is all this money if you don't protect it? That just has to make sense to you for you to be part of our organization. Single moms, college students, network marketers, entrepreneurs, firefighters, we don't care what you do for a living. If you looking for us, we looking for you. As long as you're positive and you're about doing things. So these are the 4 things that I'm going to reiterate. Very, very simple. Write this down. Increase, create, multiply, and protect. If I had to summarize anything that we do those things. Now, the good news is it ain't gonna cost you an arm and a leg. It's $149 a month. Now, what I'm about to explain to you guys is, wait, I'm sorry, my computer's kind of tripping here. I'm gonna let it catch up. What I want to explain to you guys is this: $149 a month out of everything I'm about to show you, individually and independently, 149 is worth all of these things if it was just one thing. In other words, if we just restored your credit, the average credit increase from us is 126 points. That's worth 149. If you just got these checks on my screen alone, 6,700, then it grew to 11,400, then it grew to 14,300. If you just got the checks on my screen alone, that's worth $149 a month. Our average tax savings is anywhere from $300 to $600 a month. That's worth $149. Our average debt elimination from our members is $64,000. That's worth $149. In other words, we give you all of this for $149. So I want to make sure you don't talk yourself out of something or think I'm trying to talk you into something. This is important that you guys understand. We give you everything you need in the financial game, and I haven't even told you about the trust funds yet. I haven't even told you about the first-time home buyer program yet. I haven't even told you about Secure My Legacy yet. I haven't even told you about becoming your own bank yet. Just the increase in cash flow alone is worth it. So the 149 is going to cover what you see in pink, and it's going to cover what you see in green. Let's talk about the green first. Let me go ahead and get this question out of the way. Brian, do I have to tell anybody about this membership? Nope, you don't have to tell a soul about the membership. Brian, do I have to convince people to invest? Nope. Do I have to teach people? Nope. Do I have to sell something? Nope. Do I have to persuade people? Nope. Do I have to call people? No. The 149 membership is so that you can get your financial house in order. That don't have nothing to do with you telling nobody. Now, if you want some of these checks I'm gonna show you, that's for those of us that want to put some gasoline on the 149 and get paid every single day. But the things that I'm gonna talk to you about now, you don't have to tell anybody. This is called 3 up and 3 down. There's 6 basic things you have to do in order for your current cash flow to increase. Just 6. And don't take this personal, but what I'm about to say is, it sounds bold, but I don't mean it like it's gonna sound. I personally don't care if you join our group or not. Let me tell you what I mean. I don't care if I don't have an emotional attachment or a need for you to feel me. My job is to tell you that a lot of us are getting wealthy, and $149 is the beginning of it. And you're gonna have to do these 6 things whether you join our business or not. So when I say I don't care, obviously you see I'm passionate. I care about your well-being, but these 6 things have to happen whether you're in our business or not. So you might as well get paid for doing something you got to do anyway, is what I'm trying to tell you. So in your notes, I want you to write down 3 up and 3 down. That's what I want you to put in your comments. 3 things have to go up and 3 things have to go down. The first thing we're going to increase is your cash flow. The average cash flow increase for our members is $2,000 a month. Now, if I told you you could trade 149 for 2,000, would you holler at me, right? That's the first thing. The average credit increase is 126 points. We got to get those scores up. And we have a $250 million portfolio right now, all of our members, we have invested to the tune of $250 million in assets in the past 4 years. So our assets are up. So your assets have to go up. Now, let me tell you guys what has to go down. You got to get those taxes down. Federal taxes, state taxes, ad valorem taxes, sales taxes, capital gain taxes, luxury taxes. Do you guys know that even when you pass away, if you leave something, there's an inheritance tax? You ain't even hear no more when the government's still talking about taxes. You're like, what? Taxes got to come down. Your debt has to come down. Our average debt elimination, $64,000 per person. We have shaved 37,000 years off of our members' interest plans. Can y'all imagine that? Shamika, 37,000 years we took back from the banks and said, you ain't gonna have us in that kind of bondage with these student loans and credit cards and all that stuff. 37,000 years gone. Now, one more thing. $10.2 million in bills and expenses have been reduced for our members. 10.2 million bucks for our members. So those three things have to go down. You didn't tell nobody. You didn't sell nothing. That's just the experts getting with you, and you upload your documents to our portal. So what your membership does, it buys you this portal. And when you upload your credit reports, they start working on your credit. And you can chat with the expert. When you upload your 2 pay stubs, they start lowering your taxes. When you upload your bills, they start lowering your bills. You understand? So let me just give you guys an example. I'm gonna take some questions and pause, and then I'm gonna show you how we get these checks. This is Cookie and Charles Ivory on your screen. This is the couple I was telling you about a second ago, building their dream home. I was just there with them 2 weeks ago in South Georgia. They got the water flowing behind them in their backyard. They got 6,000 square feet on the main property. They got detachment that's 2,500 square feet on the other acreage. That's bigger than some people's houses. The detachment is, right? Got the nice theater upstairs. Charles Ivory was laid off because of COVID 3 years ago. Laid off. Can you imagine now building your dream house when 3 years ago you didn't even have a job? Now they got a commercial property, the Ivory Complex. Now they rent their building out every single month to other business owners, more residual income. Trevor and Shirley Thompson just moved up to a city north of Atlanta here and built their dream home. Miss Christy Howard, the first $1 million residual ring club earner as a young lady, was a bartender. Now she is the top. She actually created the diamond ring for the $1 million ring earners as a young lady, the very first. Shana Rawlings, the second female to earn the $1 million residual ring, right? Bought her home, a Martha Stewart property here in Atlanta, Georgia. The gentleman I was telling you about a second ago, Don Wilson, just bought 10 acres in Puerto Rico for his wife for her vacation home when they're not in Chicago. Y'all know how cold Chicago get. So now they have another place to go with the 10 acres they purchased in, I can't wait to show y'all that picture, in Puerto Rico. These are the things our membership is doing. Now, are you guys still talking about this 149, or are you ready to rock and roll? So what I want to do real quick, I need some new testimonies because we got our new mobile app. I'm excited about our mobile app, Extra Digit Connect, and we are loading it with testimonies, and you guys are featured on the mobile app to show the world what Extra Digit is doing. So if you're in this business and you got a testimony or anything that's happened to you, do me a favor and come off mute. Let's show Miss Frazier some love and give her some testimonies. Raise your virtual hand or come off mute and help me or help us and help the new people understand the power of this movement. Let's go, Miss Whitfield. What you got for me? Talk to me.
Hey, Mr. Bean, how are you? So awesome. The experts definitely helped me. I took an $18,000 pay cut when I went through a divorce and relocated. And so you can imagine that messed up my finances quite a bit. But what I did was I uploaded my documents into the portal, and they helped me bring back $200 back into my paycheck because I was overpaying that much in taxes. That alone helped me get, back on track a little bit. So I was able to start paying off some credit cards and eliminating my debt. 3 of those credit cards got paid off. Nice. But one of the biggest things that they did was they put me in a position to go from a 646 credit score to an 803. That 803 positioned me to be able to buy my very first home at a 2.9% interest rate. So they helped me get into the home, but they also helped me devise a plan to where now I'm getting out of my mortgage and all my other bills in 12 years versus that 30-year mortgage, saving me $58,000 in interest.
Love it. From the 6s to the 8s in the credit score, 18,000 pay cut, replaced by your daily checks over here.
Yes.
Debt being eliminated to the tune of how much? Basically, they saved you about 20 years on your mortgage.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Congratulations, man. Let's get some new testimonies going. Hey, Spencer, don't make me call you out, man. You had your consultation, man. You may not have gotten your results yet, but talk to the new people about how easy our system is, man. You brand new. You excited?
Yeah, Brian, you know I'm excited. Look, I work a full-time job. I'm more dedicated to the full-time job currently.
That's it. Temporary.
Yeah, temporary. I'm about to give them the fine papers. You can believe that. But this is what it did for me, because when I first joined, I said, well, I'm gonna put up the 2 pay stubs. I'm already single, got no kids, and the extra money that I was paying into the tax, they they said, hey, you paying way too much money. So they brought me back it was basically $100 a month in my paycheck immediately. Then they got my internet bill down from, I was paying almost $100. They got that down to $80, which I don't have a lot of bills. I don't have a lot of expense. But now this diversified plan that I'm really about to kick off, baby, that's the money maker. Compound interest, not being afraid to put your money out of a bank that's gonna pay you 1 or 2% on your thousands of dollars, when you could begin compound interest pretty close to a triple or double digit interest payment every month, your money just stacking up. That's what the banks have been doing to us for years.
Love it.
I'm in now.
I love it. I appreciate it, man. Keep up the good work. The consultation is yours, and I'm glad to see, guys, he's becoming his own bank, and I'll show you guys what that means in a second. Mel, why are you so excited, man? I see you bringing in people left and right on the business side. What's got people so excited about being part of your team?
Well, I'm excited about everything, Brian. You had me at hello. So, I'm a realtor, a licensed realtor, and I talk to people about financial issues all day long, every day. The credit portion, the debt elimination, the bringing down the bills, all of that was exciting to me. But once I jumped into it, I was like, and I came to Game Changer, my first Game Changer. I had a presentation about the DCA. Yes. And I was like, oh my God. So I had a policy with Northwestern Mutual, about $350,000. And then I recently approached Northwestern Mutual for the infinite banking portion. And I asked them about, what they talked about with the DCA, the diversified cash flow account. So they sold me a policy. And then I was like, okay, I thought I had a DCA, but I didn't until I got the Game Changer. And I made my consultation. I spoke with, the experts over there. And he said, no, that's not what you have. You actually have a term policy. And so I had recently, right before I spoke to the expert, I had spoke with another company called Mass Mutual, and they supposedly are supposed to be the experts in DCAs in infinite banking. Oh my God. I had 3 different quotes in my email. And by the time I got with the experts for NWR, he just was like, no, let me just reel it back in. Let me help you out. Gotcha. So they set me up with on the path to success. And I'm so excited because not only I'm able to provide for my family and build a legacy with this company, but I'm able to help my moms out because they just terminated her life insurance. My mom and my dad had a term policy, and they got a letter in the mail saying, look, you don't have no insurance. You're done. And so they had to end up paying.
Let me stop you because I don't want people to think that we're an insurance company. I want to make sure y'all clear. Thank you, Mel. Let me stop you real quick because I got something to complain. But I want you to understand, a DCA is where if you walk into a bank, for example, you see FDIC insured. That means your money is insured by the bank, right? Your money's insured by the bank. So what we do is show you how to bypass the bank and put your money where banks put it. And most people don't realize this, but if you put your money in what's called uninterrupted instrument that has uninterrupted compound interest, it's just as safe, if not safer, than being in your checking account. It's just a DCA is where you park your money until you figure out what you want to do with it, but it's getting uninterrupted compound interest, and it's an insurance instrument because the banks are just putting your money in insurance anyway. So when we set up your consultation, one of the things they're going to talk to you about is having uninterrupted compound interest, so you guys can use that as part of your passive portfolio as well. So I want to make sure that's clear. Let me show you guys the power of our compensation plan. But first, let me ask you any questions for you. Does anybody have any questions before I get out of here and show you guys the money? Right? If you're brand new, not a rep, not a person that's in the business, not a QFD, if this is your first time seeing the overview, does anybody have any questions they want to ask me about the membership itself? Any questions? Questions going once. Raise your virtual hand or you can come off mute. Questions about the membership only. I'm about to show you how we get paid now. Questions going twice. Good. Either y'all really shy or I'm really good at presenting and I'm thorough. I'm going to take a combination of both. Now, here's a new section, the blue section. Everything we've talked about so far is in the green and in the pink if you're on the screen. Taxes down, debt down, bills down, credit scores up, cash flow up, assets up. I'm gonna talk to you guys about more of the pink and the land banking and how we're buying land and how to get your trust fund and all that stuff. For now, write down $249, which is an extra $100 just one time. So that's not $249 a month. I wanna make sure this is clear. The $149 stays the same. The $249 is because for your first month, you added $100 just one time. Now, what does this do for you? First of all, let's show you how to get your money back. This now puts you in business for the extra $100. So $50 per person, nothing to write home about, but if you call me or put me on a Zoom, or I do my first cash flow conversation like this, and you now earn $50 per person. So what the $50 does is help you get your $149 back. That's 3 people. The second thing that happens is we have what's called a momentum bonus. For those of you who need an extra $500, $900 coming in quickly, $150 is if you help 3 people in 30 days. $450 is if they help 3 people in 60 days. And $900 is if they help 3 people in 90 days. So just to give you a summary, just write down 30, 60, 90. 30, 60, 90. 30 days, 150. 60 days, 450. 90 days, 900. Not a big deal, but let me show you what happened because you got going. This is what the picture looks like. If you help 3 people get started in the business, and you just know 3 people that want to improve their credit, 3 people that want to lower their taxes, 3 people that want to invest and get infinite banking, 3 people that want to purchase land, doesn't matter. And 1 person says, I just want the membership. I don't even want to make any money. That now qualifies you for $150 a month residually. This is an important number because now your $149 a month is paid for by the company. Our immediate goal is to help you fund your business, or what we call self-fund your business for $149. So 3 people helped you do it. Now, they didn't get in business for you. They got in business for themselves. Here's where it gets good. They got 3 people. So their $149 can be self-funded. Do y'all know that scenario just gave you $600 a month? Put this in the comments. 12 equals 600. 12 people equals $600 a month. I know people that have rental properties, 2 and 3 rental properties. Mortgage might be $100, rented out for $1,200. Mortgage might be $1,400, rented out for $1,600. I know people that have 3 houses or 2 houses, and they get $600 a month by the time all the bills and stuff are paid. We get $600 a month with 12 people. But something important happens here now that you have 12 people. You also qualify for $300 per week. Now, how do you get the $300 a week? Let me show you. Every time 6 people join your business, now that you have 12, you earn $300 from Sunday to Monday. 6 people. So if half of the 12 introduce one, you got $300. If 6 people introduce one, if one person introduced 6, if 3 people introduce 2, if 2 people introduce 3, we don't care how the 6 come, $300 hit your account again that week. So let me get this straight. 12 people, $600 a month base. They get 6 people, another 300. They get 6, another 300. They get 6, another 300. They get 6, another 300. So that's about $1,200 plus $600, $1,800 that you made, and your team has between 12 and 24 people in it. Let me ask you a question. How often is 6 coming now that you have more people than you had when you started? I haven't shown you the big money yet. I'm gonna show you guys how I get to 5 figures a week and all that kind of stuff. But what good is my 5-figure weeks if you can't see 4-figure weeks? I want you to understand that you guys can get wealthy. But the first thing you got to start doing is getting your money back from the people that are stopping you from getting wealthy. That's the key. Now, here's how the picture looks when you introduce 3 people who introduce 3 people who introduce 3 people. That's 36 people. Right? Listen, your notes. 36 equals $1,500 per month. 36 people is $1,500 per month. So you got your 900 momentum bonus if you did that within 90 days. If you didn't, you still getting the $300 weekly performance bonus because 6 people are now joining. Now you got a squad of 36. So 1/6, right? 1/6 of the group got one, and you got another 300 that week. You now get $50 per day, which is $1,500 per month. And something special happens. Every single time someone joins your organization, every single day, you now earn $30 in addition to your $50. Brian, you mean to tell me I can earn as much as $80 per day? Yes. Hold on. Yes, you can earn as much as $80 per day. How? Well, here's how it looks. Let me show you how this looks. This is the good stuff. Hold on. Where'd it go? Okay, here it is. What I'm about to show you guys is one of my daily checks, just one of them, to give you an idea of how this coded bonus works. You earn anywhere from 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, up to 150, and you won't even know 95% of your organization. You earn that per day, per person. So on this particular day, this is a day, not 1 week. This is 1 day's check. Mary joined, Elijah joined, Ronald joined, Amy joined, Crystal joined, Corey joined. You see it, Wanda joined, Temple joined, Shevelyn joined, Jacqueline joined, Michael joined, Roderick joined. So I'm at a point now where I earn $1,000 per day as a base. That's $30,000 a month. But on top of that check, I get thousands of dollars from 30, 30, 30, 50, 100, 50, 50, 30, 70, 30, 70. This is every day, which equates to every week. So now you guys can see how I have $40,000 and $50,000 months, because every day 30s and 50s and 70s and 100s and 60s and 40s and 20s and 30s come every single day. It gets better. There's more before I go. Here's a recap of everything I just said. 3 people, you at $150 a month. 12 people, you at $600 a month. 36 people, you at $1,500 a month. What I didn't tell you is this gets as high as $15,000 a day. Yes, 200 a day, 300 a day, 400 a day, 650 a day, 1,000 a day. So every single day, here's my phone here, at 5 o'clock, we get a text message. Watch this. So again, today, another $1,000 came in. You see it? So that's 1,000. Then yesterday, 1,000. And then the day before 1,000, and the day before 1,000, the day before 1,000, the day before 1,000, the day before 1,000. So every single day. So your initial text is gonna say $5. I started off just like y'all. I got $5, and now it's $1,000 a day, and it gets as high as 15,000. Yeah, 1,500, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, $15,000 per day. So at this stage in the game, I need y'all to do me a favor. Get with the person who introduced you tonight. We do these every single Wednesday, right? That's on your calendar. Today's Thursday because we're launching Ms. Frazier's business. But we do this as a team across the country every single Wednesday at 8:25 Eastern, 7:25 Central. 8:25 Eastern, 7:25 Central, every single Wednesday. Same Zoom, same password. What you want to do now is just make a decision. Are you in or are you out? There are two kinds of people we want to talk to. Number two says, I see it, but I just want the membership. I don't want the daily checks. I don't want to build organization. I don't want the leverage and residual. That's fine. That's the $149 for the membership. Number one says, look, Brian, I'm all the way in. You had me a long time ago when you start talking about the passive income, when you start talking about the credit restoration, when you start showing your daily checks. I got the extra 100 to upgrade, and I need the whole thing. So one is $249 one time, and one is $149, and both $149 a month. So extra 100 gives you a whole business. If you're in the team, two quick announcements. Mark your calendar, July 7th, 8th, and 9th for our summer celebration. It's our vision retreat in Atlanta, Georgia. The first one ever at our new facility in Atlanta, Georgia. Hotel rooms are gonna go fast. We'll have that information for you guys. We're waiting on our, we got the contract in hand. We're just waiting on the rooms, hopefully in the next 3 days. So GameChangerATL.com is where you have to go to register for our vision retreat. But I want everybody to mark your calendars, July 7th, 8th, and 9th. Our mobile app has been updated tremendously, and we got more things for you guys to share with all your prospects. New people, what if I told you that our mobile app, Extra Digit Connect, you could just pull it up, and everything that you ever wanted to show a person was right here. I can click this video, put in my contacts information, click share, and then it will let me know on my phone when my friend watches the video. It'll text me on my app and say, John just finished watching the video. And then I can swipe John to hot, or I can swipe him to cold, and John can let me know what he's thinking. And then my link is attached to the video, and then he can sign up right on my mobile phone. What if I told you that there's a new section that I just added, where if anybody wants to know all the different ways that we get paid, they just go down here and scroll across, and the compensation plan and the PDF for the compensation plan is right there in that. So they can click on that, and they can just click on that, and everything is explained on how we get paid. If a person wanted to know all the different success stories, what if I told you facts tell, but stories sell? They can just go here and see a whole bunch of different people, click on that. And now the different testimonies that people want to share and the success that we've had in the company is all right here on your cell phone. The app tracks what your prospect does. So when they click it, it'll text you and say, so-and-so just watched this video, give them a call. So you ain't got to guess no more about what your friends are doing. You can just swipe them to hot or swipe them to cold, and your friends can sign up right over your mobile phone. These are the type of things that we're doing in our organization and helping you make your life a lot easier. So new people, let us know if you're a 2 or a 1. We'll give you the appropriate link. QFDs in the business, get registered for Game Changer and get your app out and look at all the different updates, because we just added a whole lot of good stuff for you guys to share on the app today. All right, God bless. I'll talk to you guys at the next event. Shamika, congratulations on a great launch. Shamika, if you're watching this live on a replay, somebody else, get whoever you're watching this from, and we'll see you guys at the top. Have a good night.